I would say is know your values will be the first thing that you need to know. Who am I? What am I bringing? Which industry or what kind of people I'm talking to? Am I talking to people in uh in the industry, in a specific industry you're talking to, or you're talking to general people, or you're talking to the HR people, or you're talking to the sales people? Knowing your audience is very important. And then what mediums are you using to communicate with them? Are you using videos? Are you using posts? Are you using the combination? Are you using infographics? Knowing what language you're using is very important. I would say and building in your relationship is the part that your personal brand will also show up. I'm a very social person. In any event I go, I like to engage with people. I like to speak with people, and I am an outdoor person. I like to go out. So those are the things that I know that I am, and I try to engage with people who are similar. And again, as I said, in order to test, maybe ask your close friends, who do you think I am? And then start from there. And then that would give you an idea. And again, there are some softwares and there are some assessments that you can do, and you can identify what are your values, and maybe you can use them on your banner. 4 or 5 of them you can use. And again, on LinkedIn, don't be afraid to change. If you change a job, if you change your look, or I recommend people every year do an audit to your LinkedIn and change your picture, change your banner, get a refreshment, right? And that's why, because also people change, right? Maybe last year I was focusing on project management, but now I want to focus on executives, or I want to focus on leadership. Then change everything in your banner about section that reflects, because now you're talking that. But I also heard from Gary Vee, who's very influential person, is in LinkedIn, we used to be very specific, narrow. I'm only career coach and I'm going to only career coach. Apparently, it's okay from time to time to talk about art. This is my art. I'm also an art person. It's okay maybe from time to time talk about topics that are not relevant, but it's who you are, right? So apparently that's also trending, and we're looking for what's going to happen. So don't be afraid. Talk about things that you're passionate about besides job. If you're passionate about hockey, if you're passionate about art, if you're passionate about fashion, but you're not in fashion, talk about them. You never know.
So what happens when you start talking about something which is not actually related to your field of
So
job?
it can be that you are a real person. You are a person besides a job. You're a person besides your job title. You have a variety of things. That's why maybe in your banner you can say, I am passionate about these areas, and talk about them besides the job, right?
And there are higher chances that the company who are like the part in fashion, who are like looking for like a PR agency,
Yeah,
those
you
kind of
never know,
companies.
because when you're passionate about it, you don't think about this as a job because you love it, right? It doesn't feel like a job for you. Because job seekers are so much focused, I need a job now, they don't think about anything else, and they burn out. So that's why I
Yeah.
feel that let's try to find something that you like. If there's an alignment between the job you're doing and your personal, there should be alignment. Definitely there should be an alignment, 80% or more. But besides job, what do you like to do? Hang out with your family, be outdoor, paint. In every event I go, sometimes I talk about my paint, and sometimes in companies that I work, I've taken one of my paintings and put it in the office, and people, you paint? Oh yeah, it opens also conversation.
Yeah, definitely.